How can a group of people that make up only 13% of the population have an arrest rate of 51% for murder and 53% for robberies? Surely that is a sign of the police attacking the black people of America, right? How can a group of people that make up less than 10% of the population make up 74% of top management positions? I'm talking here about white and Indian South Africans.
Currently, white people are 7.3% of the population. They own easily 70-80%. All right. So we must change. We must change. Can I just finish my point? All right. Because I want to distinguish.
Surely that is a sign of systemic injustice, right? Due to what is often presented by the media, politicians, and sometimes even academia, I wouldn't blame you for accrediting these figures to inequality and discrimination. But would you be correct? To answer this question, I have a few more questions, so please bear with me here. What's the percentage of black Americans in the NBA? Does that align with their population percentage? What about the percentage of black Americans in the hip-hop industry? Does that align with their population percentage? No, those do not align. The percentage of black Americans in both the NBA and hip-hop industry is disproportionate to the percentage of their population in America. Do you hear anyone complaining, saying black Americans only make up 13% of the population, therefore they should only make up 13% of the NBA and hip-hop industries? I don't know about you, but I have yet to hear that complaint. And what does that tell us? Well, people only care about inequality when it suits them. People only look at facts around the population percentages when those facts don't sit well with them. And I'm not saying that people should be happy that black and colored South Africans only make up 26% of top management positions. If you as a white person in America want to be in the NBA or hip-hop industry, or you as a black or colored person in South Africa want to be in the top management positions, the best thing to do is to study how those dominating the industry did it and how they are currently doing it. In my high school years, I saw how Indians were dominating the academic top 10 in performance, even though they were a minority in our high school. Out of curiosity, I had a conversation with one of them, asking how they do it. The response was, when I get home, it's just books from afternoon until nighttime. I'm not allowed to go play, I'm not allowed to watch television between Monday and Friday, and the only TV I watch is news. Even when there is no homework or assessment to prepare for, I spend weekday afternoons on academic material. Now, compare that Indian pupil's lifestyle to mine. I get home, I change, I start playing with my friends, get back into the house, watch some Dragon Ball Z, some SpongeBob and Phineas and Ferb cartoons, all the way until my mom gets home in the evening. I have dinner, spend the evening watching soapies with my mom, and only late at night is when I do mandatory homework, never voluntary studying or revision. How then can I expect to get the same grades as that Indian whose lifestyle is completely different from mine if I'm watching cartoons and soapies all day? How? I think we can all agree that it makes no sense for me to expect the same results. Mind you, that Indian pupil's lifestyle isn't unique to one Indian pupil, but a common theme among many Indian pupils in South Africa. Just as my lifestyle isn't unique to me, but a common thing among many black pupils in South Africa. An important thing to note is that these habits that we develop during our high school years have long-lasting effects. They determine who among us performs the best in our prelim and final exams. They determine who among us gets admitted into the best universities for the best courses. They determine who among us receives bursaries from the best companies. They also determine who among us can cope with the pressure of university work. They determine who among us can balance academics with an apprenticeship when we get to university. All of this in turn determines who graduates cum laude and who doesn't, who has established beneficial relationships in industry long before any of us graduate. More importantly, they also determine how we conduct ourselves in many other things, including relationships. Even after graduating from university, the habits don't evaporate. They are part of us as we climb the corporate ladder or build businesses. But we don't consider any of these factors when we read an article or listen to a news anchor or politician telling us how unfair it is that Black and coloured South Africans, who are the majority, are occupying low labour and low management positions, while the minorities, white and Indian South Africans, occupy top management positions. They tell us it's all about inequality, nepotism, racism, privilege, systemic injustice, and all other reasons that we prefer to think about. It may make you sleep better at night to tell yourself that you're not being hired or you're not being promoted because of your race, but you would be doing yourself and your children a favor if you started to look beyond the excuses to the facts. Anyone, minority or not, can dominate any industry. It's all about what you prioritize, what you choose to become an expert in.
Peter, okay. Tell us about Arch Jr.
Well, Arch Jr. is South Africa's youngest DJ. He basically started DJing at the age of 1.
He's a DJ.
DJ Arch Jr., let's see what you got.
Black Americans have prioritized hip-hop and basketball, and they are experts in those industries, hence they dominate those industries even as a minority in America. Unfortunately, they've also prioritized crime and have dominated there too. In like manner, Black South Africans have prioritized Amapiano, both the dance and the music, and they are experts there. Many Black children in South Africa memorize how to dance like the DJs. They imitate the half-naked women in Amapiano videos. They study the lyrics to vulgar music. Even those who can't even read, write, or count. But hey, everyone, it's okay. Nothing to see here. No one looks and thinks this is inappropriate. No one. From the government to the churches, from the families to the communities, no one is shouting, "Stop this madness." No one. They only seem to find their voice when the results of these habits affect the children later, and they rarely blame themselves even then. Guys, if a 4, 5, or 6-year-old can learn and master these complicated dance moves, can the same child not master mathematics and reading? Can they not master robotics or animation if you showed them some tutorials and made them practice that instead of the Amapiano tutorials that they see on TikTok?
Hi, my name is Callum Daniel. I'm 12 years old, I'm from the UK, and I'm the founder and CEO of iCode Robots. iCode Robots is a business that teaches children from the age 6+ how to build and code robots and other technologies. I've always had an interest in robots from a young age, especially after meeting Titan the robot. I wanted to know how he was built and how he worked. I've always attended classes and knew a robotics class would be awesome. I noticed other children were interested but didn't know how to start. There weren't any robotic classes in the area, so I decided to start my own. A typical day for me is I run classes and workshops, create and discuss class topics, run admin duties, speak at and hold learning conferences, and collaborate with other tech companies. I balance my schoolwork and business by mainly running workshops on the weekends and ensuring I'm on top of my schoolwork, physical fitness and hobbies. So each week we come in with a new build and the children normally are really excited to see what I've got in mind for them. So the Mindstorm kits, to be honest, you can make pretty much everything. All you need is the brick, which is pretty much the mind of the robot. And the kit comes with 2 motors and it comes with 4 wheels. Let's say you want to build a car or anything, a truck, could be anything. This is my Lego robotic hand. It works with a number of touch sensors and motors. So every time I put my fingers on these sensors, it moves. I'd like kids to know that I'm just a normal kid who has a passion for something.
Your child is yours. I agree. He is yours to guide. Your life is yours to decide on. All I can do is advise you to prioritize the industries, the skills, and the habits that will put you and your child where you wish you and your ancestors could have been. The fact is, there are many things to complain about in life. However, just complaining simply won't cut it. What will bring about the change that we want is a right mindset, priorities, association, good old hard work, and expertise. What we call M.PAGE. Let's master these principles, guys, and see the desired results in our lives, our families, and our communities. But what do I know? I'm a coconut, right? White monopoly puppet and agent, right? Why should you listen to me? That wanna be white, right? Whatever you choose to believe and do, that's your bed and you must enjoy the honor of sleeping in it. Anyway, that's it for today. If you found this video to have a bit of value in it, please share it and like the video. And for more videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.